Hi, I'm Dan. I'm a strategist and advocate, and I advise on, design and lead climate change solutions for governments, foundations, businesses and UN bodies. I became an environmental professional about 25 years ago, having travelled around Latin America and saw firsthand destruction of the rainforests and large-scale flooding, and I just really had an epiphany moment, and I thought this is going to be significant for human security and it's going to change the course of history. Currently I have two roles. The first of them is as the founder and chief energy officer for Integrate to Zero, which is a program that focuses on scaling renewable energy systems for consumers, and they're both on-site solutions and on-road and on-grid. And then the second role that I have is working with a group of philanthropic foundations to advise them on climate multilateralism. And that is essentially how we help governments come together to collaborate to solve these problems faster. The best part about my work is working with people who care, people who've got soul. So the way my role has changed over the years, I think there's three areas I'd flag. Firstly, I've gone from working on projects to programs to portfolios. So there's been a change in scale. Secondly, I have moved between working really deeply on technical issues such as energy efficiency, climate smart agriculture, adaptation or renewables. And then at other times, I've worked on very broad cross-cutting issues such as environmental reporting or the development of analytical frameworks or how to do cost-benefit analysis. And then the third area, which has changed a lot, has been my base, or maybe we call that my home. So my home has been in governments, my home has sometimes been in NGOs, it's been in academia, it's been in the private sector, and it's been in UN bodies. I wanted to register as an environmental professional to really try and understand the standards of our practice, and then also to meet with peers and of course to keep learning. Being a chartered environmentalist means to me representing the profession of protecting and enhancing the environment. One thing I think everybody needs to know when applying is to be really clear about the skills and knowledge that are needed to protect and enhance the environment, and not to only focus on the skills and knowledge that have been part of past or current jobs for an employer. From working in different organisations that are always focused on the environment, I've learned that each of them brings their own perspective and has their own merits. So for example, you work in government and you constantly want consumers and businesses to take more responsibility, and then you work in an NGO and you want the government and businesses to take more responsibility, and then you work in a business and you want consumers and the government to take more responsibility. So there's this little dance that goes on, and I think it's really important to understand the contributions that each of those different organisations can bring, and then how we as environmental professionals can help to bridge those differences to come to faster solutions. The advice that I would give is firstly to be determined. It's a long road and you've got to stick at it. The second is to be adaptable. You may think there's something that you really want to do and someone comes along with another idea. Always be adaptable to thinking how that could benefit you even if it wasn't your core plan. And then the third area is to be curious. Be creative and ask the questions. Oh, and also listen.